We Liberal Democrats are here today with a very clear message to the Prime Minister. Scrap the £3 billion Trump tax on our NHS and invest that money in social care instead. It is outrageous that not just one, not just two, but £3 billion of British taxpayers' money is being rerouted at the request of Donald Trump from frontline NHS services into the pockets of big pharmaceutical companies. No public debate, no parliamentary scrutiny, just a decision by the Labour Prime Minister Keir Starmer. And all the while, 4 million hospital bed days were lost last year to people who did not need to be in hospital. Today alone, 13,000 people are stuck in hospitals when they do not need to be there. It is at huge cost to them, losing their mobility and independence, huge cost to the NHS, and at huge cost to us, the British taxpayers. So our message, loud and clear, to Keir Starmer: scrap this £3 billion Trump tax and invest it in social care. And be clear, be in no doubt at all, that this money will not bring lots of new drugs and new drugs to our NHS. Independent experts suggest it could just be 3 or 4, possibly 5 at most. What this money will do is simply increase the amount of money that we will pay for the existing drugs that we use. And it will be rerouted from frontline services. It will not tackle the delays that people have to getting a diagnosis or treatment, to seeing their GP or getting their cancer treatment. That is why our message is clear: scrap this £3 billion Trump tax and fix social care now. Look, we Liberal Democrats are very clear that there has been no scrutiny of this decision to remove £3 billion from frontline services and to put it into the hands and the pockets of big pharmaceutical companies, all at the request of Donald Trump. We think that the British Prime Minister should put our NHS first, should put British patients first. If we want to have a debate about how we spend our health funding, then of course we can have that debate. But to reallocate money from frontline services into the pockets of pharmaceutical companies at the behest of Donald Trump is the wrong thing to do. I think we need to be standing strong. There's only one language that Donald Trump understands, and that is the language of strength. We've seen it in other countries. We've seen it in Canada, in particular, bold moves by their Prime Minister, a Canadian Liberal, to re-engineer their economy so they are less reliant on America. We're now living in a world where the American government, unfortunately, is very unpredictable and very unreliable. We have got to make sure that we have resilience in our economy, and we've got to talk tough when it comes to doing a deal with Donald Trump. It is all spin and no substance. Almost exactly a year ago, the government said they were going to launch cross-party talks to fix social care. And over the course of the last year, there has only been one meeting, just one meeting on the issue of social care. That is cold comfort to the 13,000 people who are currently in hospital today, who should be released to go home because they are well enough to go home for their recovery. So these social care talks are nothing more than a joke at the moment, and we want the Prime Minister to get serious, to get people round the table and to come up with ideas to fix social care now. We have been very clear that we want to fix our NHS, we want to tackle the cost of living, that we want to clean up our rivers and our environment. We have standing tall in the world. We're talking tough about Donald Trump, and we are clear that we want to get rid of red tape and ease the cost of living by getting a better deal with Europe. We are very clear about our position on these very issues, and we're the only mainstream political party that holds all of these views.